my brothers and sisters of the world, on the May 1st May Labour International Day, first of all I give homage to all the workers of the world. In India we call them Bahujan Samaj. Most 99% of the Bahujan Samaj are workers. So on this day I congratulate all the workers, leaders who are working for the amelioration of the working class. We should give homage to August Spice and his leaders, who on May 1st, 1886, they collected at Haymarket, USA, in more than 3 lakhs in numbers, and they compelled the capitalists of USA to declare 8 hours for work, 8 hours working for the labor. And later on most of the country they also followed this. Before this day the workers, they had to work 10 hours to 16 hours a day, but due to the struggle of these labor leaders, now today more than 66 countries are celebrating this Labor Day and declared it as a holiday. So in India we may call it Bahujan Samaj Day also, because 99% of the Bahujan Samaj, they are working class. Now, second thing, I wish all the world, all the people to be victorious against the corona epidemic. I know that we will be bravely face this epidemic and the difficulties we have to face. So I wish most of these people, particularly who are or who may be suffering from coronavirus. Now we'll come to the main topic of the summit. The topic is to revive and sustain Manavar Kashi Ramji and Periyar movement in India. So, if I were to decide about the summit, this topic in this summit, I would have kept the topic: can a leader or a team of leaders be emerged to revive social political movement of Kashi Ramji and Periyar? Why? Because I think, due to my last more than 40 years experience, social and political experience, and particularly after August 2012, after my retirement, I have been moving all over India. More than 50 cities across the country I have moved, and I have seen that more than 100 leaders, social and political, those who have been working or following Kashi Ramji movement, they are active in their own area. So people are awakened. People are having the real knowledge about the miseries and the reason for that. But still we are unable to get the result. The result is that Manuvadi are not afraid. They have reached to a stage that they have captured the power through EVM machine. So why it happened? It happened because we could not get a leader or a team of leaders who can convert this awakening of the Bahujan Samaj in a strong organization. So how we can develop the strong organization? This we can learn from Kashi Ramji movement, the movement which I am having first-hand experience with Kashi Ramji from 1978 to 2003. Now the question is how these leaders can organize, unite and make a strong organization to match the Manuvadi's people. The first thing we should be clear that for what we are fighting, for what these people, these great men, they sacrifice their life. Now the struggle is between Manuvad and Manavtavad. Most of you may be knowing that up to 184 BC, when the last Buddhist king Bhardat was murdered by Pushmitra Sung, India was a golden sparrow. There was justice, equality, fraternity, brotherhood in the society. In India, that was 5 times more than the physical India today we are seeing. So how it happened? It happened due to the Buddhist philosophy which were prevalent that time. But Bhardat was murdered. This Pushmitra, he along with his followers, he brutally killed and smashed the monks who were spreading the good culture of Buddhism all over India. And in the process, at about 2000 AD, as per Bhabasaheb Ambedkar, this Manu Smriti was written, and they forcefully compelled the Sudras and the ladies not to get education, not to get weapon for their safety, not to get any property for their future security. So if men don't get all these things, then they will be like animals. So it is not that during 1477 years no struggle was made. Number of people came who fought against this Manuvadi philosophy. Most of you may be knowing the names Namdev ji, Kabir ji, Ravidas ji, Baba Farid, Guru Nanak ji, and Sant Tukaram. Then your Jyotiba Phule Sahab, then Gadge Maharaj, then Narayana Guru, Ivya Ramaswamy Naikar, Dr. Ambedkar, Sauji Maharaj, Guru Govind Singh ji, etc. They tried to fight against the Manuvad. What is Manuvad? Manuvad is the system where microscopic minority rules and oppress the vast majority democratically, after making these vast majority mentally slave. So that was the main thing through which this Manuvadi could control the masses for so many years. So all these great men about whom I have told, they awakened the masses again and again. Ultimately, in 19th century, 1827, Mahatma Phule was born, and he awakened the masses. He struggled, and from his movement, Babasaheb Ambedkar, Sauji Maharaj, E.V. Ramaswamy learned a lot, and they started their struggle. Now, how Kashiramji made the organization so strong? He started different programs to make it mass based from 1980. From the first program he started, public program started on 14th April 1980 was Ambedkar Mela on Wheels. Then he started a cycle march. Then he organized cadre camps. Then he organized big conventions and conferences. And his cadre, they used to do corner meetings all over India with new programs, and you will be surprised to know that today number of Kashiramji followers are doing lot of programs, taking one or two issues. Kashiramji had given the main program that is called Social Transformation and Economic Emancipation. So the five-fold social transformation program he had given, and it is still relevant, because whatever Kashiramji used to design and propagate and brought in action, he used to think a lot. So five-fold social transformation program was struggle for self-respect, struggle for liberation, struggle for equality, struggle for annihilation of caste and building bridges of brotherhood in the broken society, and struggle against untouchability, injustice, atrocities and terror. So all social programs, you would have seen that, covered every type of atrocities by the Manuvadis in India. Then for five-fold economic program, Kashiramji planned Bharatiya Kisan Mazdoor Andolan, Bharatiya Safai Mazdoor Andolan, Bharatiya Dastkar Andolan, Bharatiya Sharnarthi Andolan and Bharatiya Bhagidari Andolan. So these five-fold, tenfold programs, social and economic, Kashiramji planned a lot, but most of our so-called activists or leaders all over India and the associate of Kashiramji or the follower of Kashiramji, they are struggling separately in isolation. So I appeal that most of these leaders, they should come together, and they should either make a team to make the strong organization, social and political organization, to match the Manuvadis' hera-pheri and the misrule. So in the end, I'll suggest that I hope that from these activists or leaders, social and political, we can hope that some leaders who may be emerging as a leader or a team of leaders can be made from these reputed persons. Before I give my suggestion about a team or leaders, I should tell you that E.V. Ramaswamy Naikarji, who was also working in Tamil Nadu particularly, earlier he formed Justice Party, but after a few years he joined Congress 1919. After leaving his business and and resigning from the chairmanship of Erode municipality, he joined Congress. And in 1992, Periyar was elected the president of the Madras Presidency Congress Committee. You know, he tried very hard through Congress platform to bring humanism, atheism, social justice, feminism, and rationalism and anti-casteism system uh, from the Indian society. But the Congress people were not interested much. So in 1925, in one of the after the conference of one Congress conference, there was a lunch. So in the lunch, the sitting arrangement in the mess was according to caste. So Periyar Saab fought against it in 1925 when he failed, and these Brahmins of Congress, they didn't follow his suggestion, so he left the Congress. Left the Congress, and in 1925 he started self-respect movement, and after that he started in 27th August 1944 he formed Dravid Kazhagam. Today DMK and ADMK, these parties are the product of E.V.R. Ramaswamy Naikar movement. Now, so immediately after these Britishers, they went back. So these Brahminical rulers, they didn't fulfill their promises what they did before independence in when the Britishers were the rulers. Ruthlessly they bypassed all those promises which Bhabasaheb Ambedkar compelled them to do when Britishers were the ruler before independence. And the proof is that in spite of the fact that Bhabasaheb Ambedkar had written a world famous, the ideal constitution, on in one of the interview to BBC in 1955, Bhabasaheb Ambedkar was compelled to say that democracy will not be good for India, because he was knowing that the democracy was hijacked by the Manuvadis, and they will be using in their own ways. To quote Bhabasaheb Ambedkar's interview, he told that at that time Congress was having the symbol of the cow, two bulls. So Bhabasaheb Ambedkar told that Congress will bring donkeys on the cow and they will be in the parliament. So from this statement you can observe how much annoyed or unhappy Bhabasaheb Ambedkar was with these rulers after the independence. Anyhow, so Bhabasaheb Ambedkar ultimately thought to change into the Buddhist religion because it was a scientific religion, scientific dharma. So, but Manuvadis, with their cunning mind, they smashed Babasaheb Ambedkar's philosophy immediately after he was died on 6 December 1956, and up to 80 till Kashiramji movement emerged. Most of the educated people from Bahujan Samaj were also not knowing Babasaheb Ambedkar, except that he was the framer of the constitution. So Kashiramji revived all the ideologies of all these great men, particularly Babasaheb Ambedkar, Mahatma Phule, E.V.R. Ramaswamy Naikar, Narayana Guru and Shahuji Maharaj, and he spread nook and corner of India, all over India, in each and every district of the India, through number of public programs. From 64 to 80, he silently worked and he built a strong network all over India. And in 80 he started his mass movement. Broad network he had already developed from 64, 65 to 80. From 80 he started to making it a mass movement all India level. Now friend, the main question is how to make a strong organization, or how we can get a leader or a team of leaders who can develop a strong organization to make to match the Manuvadi's designs, because now they are having the power of government also. Due to EVM, they got the political power. Now we have to be more tactful, more patient, and we need to work day and night, and we need to develop national movement. So in this regard, what is my experience? Because number of people I know who are working on this line all over India. So first of all, I am having some hope from Mr. Jeevan Mala and his team. They are working nationwide, and they are working on the right path. So Jeevan Mala ji, and then Swarn Kaur ji, the younger sister of Kashi Ram ji, along with his son Ravinder ji, and along with them they can take, if they will be able to coordinate Bhim Army Chief Chandrasekhar, it will be better. Then I am hoping that these people can take some advice from Dr. Amitabh Nagrale also. Dr. Amitabh Nagrale, I will tell you that he was a scientist in Government of India, and at present he is about 80 years, and he was considered to be the think tank of Kashi Ramji movement, because he joined Kashi Ramji in 1970. So we can take lot of, still he is very healthy, active, so we can take lot of advice from Dr. Amitabh Nagrale from Bombay. Now beside this, some good team is also working along with Mr. S.M. Moon, the retired RBI officer from Nagpur. So we can contact them also, particularly Jeevan Malaji, etc. And we can learn a lot from Sudhir Raj Singh ji, who is a Buddhist philosopher and intellectual, because I have heard, listened his YouTube speeches. He is really contributed a lot in terms of Buddhism. Then we can also take help of Prakash Ambedkar, Rai Ratan ji, Vaman Meshram, B.D. Borkar, Savitribai Phule, the ex-MP from Uttar Pradesh, and Gopinathan Karnan, who retired from IAS from Tamil Nadu cadre. So this Gopinath Karnan, I have already listened to his speeches. So he is having that zeal to fight for the freedom, for the expression, that the freedom of speech should be there for everybody. He fought for Kashmiri people, so he can also be contacted. So, and lastly, a few Bahujan Azad Party young engineers from Bihar, particularly Mr. Naveen, Mr. Jagbir, etc. They can also be helpful in building a strong organization. And then Rai Ratan can also help internationally to develop strong Ambedkarite, fully Ambedkarite organization. And lastly, I appeal to Mayawati ji also to cooperate with all these people, particularly Swan Kaurji and Jeevan Malaji, etc., who are trying to build a national-wide movement and organization. Thank you very much.